up, Panda dudes? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I've got my iPhone 7 Plus. Love this phone. I like making sure that it's protected with a variety of cases. I've certainly tried a bunch. Really liked some, hate some, love some. And I picked this one up too. I thought I'd check it out. It's the Nillken Defender phone case, and it's orange and black here. It's for the iPhone 7 Plus, and it comes in this kind of hexagonal, honeycomb-like box. And true unboxing here. Let's see if we can figure out how to get this bad boy out. What I wanted to see is it seemed like it was pretty rugged. It was pretty inexpensive. You can get some cases, and I like OtterBox and cases like that, but they can be a little pricey, and I think you can get a lot of case for not a lot of money sometimes. So here's the case itself. You can see it's actually pretty flat. What I expected is maybe it to be a little thicker, so I'm pretty impressed with that. It's actually a lot like the iPhone 5. It's kind of got this beveled, what they call the chamfered edge here. Obviously some sharp edges, some squared off edges, kind of like Battlestar Galactica. So there's these 45-degree edges, so but nice sharp crisp lines. And again, it's a lot thinner than I expected. So if we just kind of rotate around it here, you can see there is orange plastic. Let's see how this works. So there's kind of this hard rubber. It's not super flexible, not like a silicone rubber, kind of outer piece, and then a harder orange plastic inner piece. Now, they are definitely two separate pieces, and I can kind of separate them here, but I don't think it's meant to be separated. So you have, looks like there's a little indentation here where it's kind of raised up these portions of the plastic to pop through. It gives it a nice even look. That orange plastic kind of circles the logo, as well as it's a large hexagonal cutout for the dual cameras. The switch cover here for the mute button is covered, so that'll be interesting. And then there's some kind of molded in buttons for volume, which don't seem to move much, so I'm hoping that moves a little bit to work. And then obviously the power button is very similar too. So let's go ahead and just try it out. I'm going to put it in like this first, and I don't think you have to take the two pieces apart, but we will try. I'm going to just press it in. Seems like, all right, good, nice fit. So what you can see here is, the top edge here does hover a little bit above the glass, but very, very minimally. I mean, it's nearly flush. It's just a little bit higher. I mean, literally like less than a millimeter, but it is a little bit higher. So it should give you a little glass protection. It's a nice tight finish fit though, right? So let's take a look around the side here. Here's the power button, and I can feel the button moving underneath there. So I guess my worries that this might be too stiff is unfounded. You've got a cutout here with the orange. You have cutouts for the speakers and the microphone, and then the lightning port. I like that there's a pretty nice big cutout here. So if you use like an aftermarket lightning cable, you won't probably have any problems putting that in. And then here is the volume up and down. And if I log in here, recognize my fingerprint. See if we can get, yeah, so volume works fine. That's good. And then on the side, you have to kind of pull this down to reach that button. So it's kind of a two-finger operation almost. I guess you can kind of do it with one, hold it down. But that's going to protect that switch a little bit. I don't know that I've ever had a problem with it being uncovered like that, but just kind of remember you've got a little door there. And then, like I said, on the back, still see that logo fine. And then obviously the cutout around the camera, it's pretty precise. Obviously doesn't hug the bezel with that raised edge around the camera at all, and plenty of cutout there. So I'm pretty impressed with this overall. I mean, it looks nice. It certainly seems like it's going to protect it. And it's not, to be honest, that thick. Here's this other case that I was using, this Mi Trans, and I'll tell you, man, this thing was big. I mean, it's two pieces, and it just felt big and bulky. If you want some, OtterBox like, some serious rugged protection, and you don't want it to be too bulky, I think this is the winner. So discover innovation right there. Discover innovation from this Defender phone case from Nillkin. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to check it out. I picked this one up on Amazon, but I'm pretty happy with it. Peter Von Panda, out.